and welcome to this new series on Riverview. On the Riverview map by CavalierRoy from Monkey Show modding. And it's 314.22 megabytes to download. Now I do recognize a lot of this map from FS22, the house up here, the chickens, and so we have some eggs in situ already, so we can sell those, get some income from there. So we'll get it what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around the farm now. We're just at half speed time. We're going to eventually play at five times speed, but just to show you around and then let you know what we're going to be doing. So we're going to keep the chickens. It's going to be a bit of a sideline, but it's going to be there. The shed can take over 2,000 chickens. We've got 35 in there. We'll just let them multiply as they go. It must have been a long time since we've sold eggs with just 35 chickens in there. In any event, that's beside the point. Right, and then we have 2 fields of cows. We've got a dairy section down here, which has 20 cows in it, and that'll be for our milk production, which will be sold. We've got various different implements. This one I haven't used before. Guess it's to go on the front of a tractor to make it to enable you to move pallets around. A silage wagon, nice big one. And then compared to that, a fairly small combine. Down this end we've got our mowers. We've got a seeder. And then across the road we've got a tedder, a windrower, and a plow, which will be the first thing that I sell because I will buy a different type of plow that I like to use. There we go, that's our fuel tank. What is quite nice here is this is a workshop, and we can activate it here. It's a nice drive-through workshop, so we'll get most of our vehicles in and out there. And in here, a bit more space to store vehicles. There's certainly no no shortage of storage on this map. I think we've already had a look at this. This here is our bale storage, bale and pallet storage, which is nice. And we have a liquid fertilizer tank. Not sure whether we'll keep that or not. Got a baler. Fertilizer and lime spreader. And place to store seed. And seed and mineral feed, I think, in there. And here we have 2 tractors. We have the Datesvar. That is 287 horsepower. Got another medium-sized tractor. 210 horsepower on the Massey. Damaged. So, bit of repair need to be done. I didn't really look at that on the others yet. So there is some repairs to be done on the vehicles, which is nice. We're not just starting with 100% serviceable vehicles. We have a Dragon. Not sure whether this is appropriate for this map. Well, who says it's limited to an Asian map? But so we'll utilize that. And there was nothing else in that shed, was there? No, more storage space. This is the main entrance to the farm. And if we go up the back here, we come to our another cow enclosure, and this is for our beef cows. I think we will, consideration might be to sell the beef cattle and to put some more milkers in here. Where is the... Just want to see what type of animals we've got in here. Animal dialogue, there we go. So we've got large cow barn. It would appear that we have limousines, 60 months old. So yeah, we will consider selling them, but we have some calves there. Might be interesting just to keep them going, see if we can make some money on that. Actually, maybe not, just to keep a bit of interest, a bit of diversification as such. And we have the Fendt, which is 171 horsepower with a bale grabber or a bale spike on the front and the quick front loader tool. So that's quite neat. So not huge tractors, but certainly looks like they'll be adequate for what we want to do. Now up here, this is where things start getting a bit interesting. So let's have a look around and I'll come back to the Corolla. Don't know why that's up here. We'll have to, a couple of bushes coming through the side there. We'll have to look at where we store equipment and maybe do a little bit of rearranging as we go along. We'll come back to the farm production, which is essentially a biogas plant mixed in with some other productions. Silo, so that'll be coming useful. And we've got this big shed taking up a lot of space for some more grass working equipment, which I think could be, this is a case in point. I think this could be definitely at least this could be stored down in the main farm area. Huge silage pit, and not quite sure whether we're going to use that yet or not, because in our farm production here if we activate it here. The products we can do are diesel, digestate in 3 different ways. Let me get the recipes down here so that you can see that as we go through. So diesel, canola, water, methane to make some diesel. So yeah, and digestate, slurry, which we'll get from the cars, manure, which we can get from the cars, and silage. I don't think we'll be making too much digestate from silage. Methane, right, and then electric charge. So methane to make electric charge. And we've got hay making, so grass to make hay, herbicide we need quite a bit, so we need digestate, slurry, manure, methane and water, and we get herbicide and a bit of straw. So lime, we need stones and water. Now the issue is that I've put stones off in terms of our ploughing, but there is a way that we can get stone, and I'll show you that in a little while. Liquid fertilizer, digestate and slurry, methane and water, manure. So yeah, so we can produce manure directly from straw without going through the cattle route. So I don't think that'll be the ideal way of doing it, but we'll the thing with that is that we get methane and we get electricity, but yeah, I'm not quite sure whether we'll do that. Now, why have we gone there? Where were we? So manure, so pig feed we need corn, barley, sunflowers and sugar beet. And then seeds, wheat, herbicide, water. So that's not too bad. And then silage, of course, just grass. The neat thing about that is it does give us some methane if we do make the silage here. And then silage with chaff. Yeah, I don't think we will. Well, we can get that going somehow. Silage with hay. Silage additive is digestate and slurry. So that can certainly be done. Slurry, manure and water. Solid fertilizer, digestate and manure. Sugar beet cuts, obviously sugar beet. Total mixed ration is the last one. Hay and silage. Right, so the object of this series is to get every one of these operational in some form or another. Some will be operation for longer. So things like the sugar beet, at least like the solid fertilizer, we should be able to keep that running. Slurry, we should get a lot of slurry from the 2 cow pens, so we will get it running, but we might not keep it running for a long time, because we'll just get it running just to fulfill the mission as such. And the same will apply to things like silage additive and silage. Of course, we will have to still be feeding our cows as well, so we're going to have to initially do a little bit of separation of what we do until we get this production going to be able to keep our cows going. Seeds, yeah, we will do some seeds, but it might not be a lot. Likewise with pig feed, we don't have any pigs at this stage. We could put pigs in to generate more slurry and manure, but mineral feed. So mineral feed is the only one that I think that we may have to buy in, but we will try not to. We will try to at least be able to get some wheat, canola and corn produced over the time period. So that one might be a little bit problematic. Manure, we will get some going, which probably won't be that much. Likewise with the liquid fertilizer. Lime, so one of these, I'm not sure which one it is now, gives us stones as a byproduct. Oh, it's sugar beet cut. So we're about to get some stone from there, and that will produce little bits of lime, so we can get that sorted. So we don't really have to get the lime from the fields. Right, so that is the aim, to get everything going here, at least producing something. Some will produce a lot more than others. Right, so let's get back now. So we've kind of done the tour of the farm. Right, so let's go and have a look and see what fields we've got. Right, so this is our farm up here. So we have this field here, 11, 8 and 7, 10 and 9, and also this one down here. So 16 is a grass field. Right, so let's have a look and see. So we've got wheat up there. Do we have any barley fields? No. Canola fields? No. Oats? No. Corn? No. Sunflowers? Soybeans? No. Potatoes? Rice? Some sugar beet? Right, so we've got a bit of sugar beet over there, so that can go in. That's nice. Sugar cane, I'm not sure what we'll have. Cotton? No. Sorghum? No. Grapes? No, wouldn't have expected. Olives? No. Just looking to see what we've got in our fields now. Red beet? No. Carrots? It's not owned by us, thank goodness. Parsnips? No. Green beans? And then we've got 2 fields of green beans. Green beans are a bit of a harvesting problem. Peas, okay, so we now know what our fields are. So I'm thinking that we'll harvest those 2 fields to get us wheat, which we'll store for feeding our chickens. Should give us a reasonable amount. We'll lease equipment to harvest that, and we will then put that into our farm production to get cut sugar beet, and then we will put the stones into making the lime, so that will get going. So these here, 8 and 9, I'm of mind to sell that, and at a certain point in time, maybe buy it back at a later stage, because we don't need peas for anything, It's going to be very expensive to harvest peas in terms of the equipment that we need. We've only got 100,000. So the grass does need to be harvested, and that can go straight into start feeding our cows. We'll feed them hay. Both hay will feed both the milkers and the beef cattle will feed hay. We will produce some silage and some TMR in our production, which can then go back into our cow barns. It may well change in terms of what we do with the fields, but these two pea fields are what I feel are problematic to start with, and I might sell those and buy another grass field to start with. So we'll have a look at that. In any case, that is what we are going to be doing with this series. I do hope you'll find it interesting, just to see how we can manipulate the equipment that we've got, the fields that we've got, and to utilize, keep our animals that we have alive, fed, and then still keep the farm production, or trying to get the farm production up to the state where everything can, well, would have at least operated for a few cycles. Well, I think we will end this here for this little intro episode, and then we will do another one which may come out on the same day or the day after, but very quickly after, of us starting our operation. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this up to, before we leave, let's go into settings and put that up to 5 times. That's going to be the other problem. Are we going to have enough time in the day? But let's see how we go. In any case, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.